Hey, Boker Tov. Good morning. Hag Sameach Hanukah. Let me turn this off, okay? Yep, that's the dreidel song. Why are we playing the dreidel song today? Because we got dreidels. It's Chag Sameach Hanukah. Today, we're going to talk about Hanukkah. The holiday of Hanukkah is tonight. Remember, Jewish holidays start at sundown. So our holiday starts tonight at sundown. Okay? Now, let's talk about Hanukkah. We need some props. So we've got our dreidels. We got jelly donuts. We got our Hanukah. What's the difference between a Hanukah and a menorah? Glad you asked. A Hanukah has 9 candles, 8 candles and a shamus, and a candle to light the rest of them. 9 candles. A menorah just means candelabra, and it normally has 8. 7 for the Shabbat, 7, signifying Shabbat, and 1 as the Shemos to light everybody. Okay? So, let's talk about Hanukkah. Hanukkah is not the Jewish Christmas. Get it out of your system. Nope. Okay? Hanukkah happens in December normally because we are on the lunar calendar. And that's because we're all over the place. Okay? The lunar calendar. 3 years ago, Hanukkah was on Thanksgiving. Yeah, figure that one out. Okay? That was confusing. A lot of times, Hanukkah will be the middle of the month, like now, and it goes for 8 nights, right? So, sometimes it either last year, I think it was last year, no, the year before, I'm sorry, 2 years ago, Hanukkah actually started Christmas Eve. Go figure, right? Nothing to do with each other, though, okay? Nothing, okay? Hanukkah is celebrating a military victory. It's a real historical event, okay? The 2nd century CE, the Greeks, okay? And there's a family called the Maccabees. The Maccabees. Maccabees are a really good music group. The Maccabees, okay, Judah Maccabee, put together this ragtag army that was holding off the Greeks. So what's the victory? What is the holiday? Okay. What happened in the holiday is the tabernacle, the temple, okay? The Ner Tamid, you know that? The Ner Tamid, the everlasting light. Well, there was only enough oil, because it was burned by oil, to last 1 day. Well, the reinforcements didn't get there until 8 days later. 8 days of Hanukkah. Get it? Got it. Okay? So, we celebrate Hanukkah by doing everything with oil. We cook with oil on everything. It's a very unhealthy holiday, especially where dermatologists are not happy with this holiday. Okay? We have potato latkes, which is a potato pancake, which is fried in oil. Donuts. Donuts are fried in, you figured this out by now, oil. Why the jelly donut, though? Because in Judaism, how do we feel about learning and celebrating our holidays? Everything is sweet. Every time we read from Torah, it's sweet. Every time we celebrate, every time we study, it's sweet. So, like the New Year, Rosh Hashanah, how do we celebrate? Honey with apples. Apples dipped in honey. Get it? Donuts with jelly in it. Sweet. Okay? So we eat unhealthy food, okay, for 8 days. Doctors won't let us go. No, I'm kidding. We eat unhealthy food for 8 days. Everything is fried in oil, okay? And we play this game called dreidel. Now, can you see, where is it? There you go. Can you see there's different letters on each side of the dreidel? Put it together, they make a word. And it means a great miracle happened there. Now, if we're in Israel, they say a great miracle happened here. Because we're in the diaspora, we say there. Figures, right? Okay. So we got this wonderful game of dreidel. Okay. And it's basically a betting game. Okay. You bet. Nowadays we bet with chocolate, we bet with pennies, blah, blah, blah. But back in the day, when the Greeks were around, they didn't allow us to practice our religion. There was no studying the Hebrew text. So the adults would have to do it in private. They would have to go into hiding. So what they would do is they would take the kids, put them out front. I'm not kidding about this. They would take them and put them in the front yard, give them a top, give them a dreidel, and they'd give them a bunch of coins or candies or whatever, and they would play dreidel. They would be playing this game. So when the Greek army guys, when the Greek army marched up the street, they'd just see a bunch of kids playing in front of the house. Well, what would happen is one of the kids, there was a code, the parents and the kids had the code, and they would scream it out like it was one of the letters. They would scream out one of the letters like they had won on the dreidel, and that was the code that the Greek army was coming. If the Greek army was coming, you hid the Hebrew text, all the adults came out, or they just sat around having a drink, acting nonchalant. The Greeks would come, they would rifle up the house, they would search for the text, but they wouldn't find anything because it was too late. Pretty cool, huh? So, that's Hanukkah. We say Chag Sameach Hanukah, or Happy Hanukkah. Doesn't matter how you spell it. You can spell it with an H, you can spell it with a CH, it doesn't matter. It all gets to the same place, okay? We play dreidel, we eat unhealthy fried foods, and each night we light another candle until we get all the candles lit. We say blessings every night. Now, another big misconception is lots and lots of presents. No, it's not a big present thing. In our house, when I was growing up, we'd have one big present and then a bunch of little ones. I'm talking pencils, pens, socks. I mean, real thrilling things here, okay? And just because, okay? So again, it's nothing. No, it's not for the presents. It's not like that other holiday, okay? It has nothing to do with it. Got it? Got it. Okay. If you have any questions, give me a holler. Leave comments, likes, carrier pigeons, whatever. And I will see you next week, which will still be in Hanukkah. But we'll talk about Torah next week. And if you're in the state of Alabama, I have to put my plug in. Today is election day. Why aren't you voting? What are you listening to me for? Vote. Get out there and vote. Actually, take me on your phone and watch me while you're voting. I don't think you can do that. But anyway, you know what I mean. Vote, vote, vote. Okay, this is a very important election. Vote. Got it? Got it. Until next week, Boker Tov, good morning, Chag Sameach Hanukah. I hope you have a great week, have a great Shabbos, and I'll see you next week, Torah Tuesday.